This is a special edition of Classical Music in Color. It's about the newly formed Black Orchestral Network and their call for a Day of Solidarity, which is Monday, May 9th. Here's Phoenix Symphony clarinetist Alexander Lang, one of the founding members of the Black Orchestral Network. He's going to explain it all to you. How did this come about?
It came about, organically in the late spring and early summer of 2020. Like a lot of people, particularly Black people, a group of us, a small group of us at that time, four Black orchestral musicians, just started meeting to sort of offer support, try to process what was happening in our world, and think about like what does this mean to us. First project together is we penned an article, a small piece that was published in the New York Times in response to an article that Anthony Tomasetti had written about orchestras and auditions, and we thought, we wanted to offer our opinion.
At some point, some of you got together and said, "Hey, what are we doing, and what should we do?"
We made an agreement to ourselves that writing this article was going to be the beginning of something, not the end of something. We didn't want to pat ourselves on the back for getting published in the New York Times. That's why that's the relevance of that. And so then we were on, a journey for the next year or so, and then spent a long time really, trying to figure out, well, what is the work that we want to do, and then figuring out what is the work that is ours to do. And that's how we arrived at the formation of a network for Black orchestral musicians, and this campaign, Dear American Orchestras.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so, Dear American Orchestras is a call to action to American orchestras to move past good intentions and symbolic gestures, to take action and be accountable. It's a call to hire Black orchestral musicians. It's also, we think that, a concert hall is not just a place that amplifies sound, it's a place for cultural affirmation. And Black people should not have to take additional doses of isolation in order to participate in this art form, either as audience members or as artists. You see that in our halls. Who is this space for? Who is it allegiant to? Whose lives, attitudes, perspectives does it hold up and celebrate for inquiry and exploration? And so that's in a nutshell what Dear American Orchestras is about.
What is it that you would like for musicians, funders, orchestras, and the unions to do on this particular day that you are calling for?
Yeah, we're asking all supporters, so people for whom American orchestras are also dear, to amplify our campaign by posting a graphic we've created, a bond mosaic, to their Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and timelines. And the mosaic represents the countless numbers of Black orchestral musicians that are integral to the fabric of the American orchestral community. So we're asking folks to stand with us and say that American orchestras are dear to them too, that they want to move in the direction we're calling for, and stand in solidarity with us.
And what are you expecting to happen?
As a result of that, or what are we expecting the response to be?
Well, a little bit of both.
We know that we have allies and supporters throughout the industry, and outside the industry, who will stand with us, and both at the individual and the institutional, organizational level. We want to demonstrate to the community and to all those who already stand with us that they're not alone, that we're not alone. And we also know that we're at the beginning of this, right? So this is a way to catalyze support to connect those who are supporting us to each other, and to begin to move forward towards advancing the goals we lay out in our letter.
Alexander Lang, Phoenix Symphony clarinetist and one of the founding members of the Black Orchestral Network. About the mosaic that Lang referred to, there are links on the Classical Music in Color page on secondstreetdreams.com. The Day of Solidarity is Monday, May 9th, but I don't think the Black Orchestral Network would be mad if you posted your mosaic or any other sign of support on your social media a day or two late. The Black Orchestral Network certainly isn't the only organization of its type. The Lift Music Fund has an extensive list. It's called Organizations Promoting BIPOC in Music. There's a link to all on the Classical Music in Color page on secondstreetdreams.com. Thank you for listening. I'm looking to get a fuller program together in the next couple of weeks. Stay tuned for the May 20th edition of Classical Music in Color. I'm Judlin Gibson on the Second Street Dreams Audio Network.